Итак, всем добрый вечер. Продолжаем, да. Надо допройти уж, раз такое дело. Сейчас такие вещи, как теги, быстренько добавлю. И мы пойдем. Тоже немножко поозвучиваем, но в целом попробуем быстренько все зафейлить. Мы же отыгрываем ложовщика, вы помните? Кто не помнит, смотрите вчерашний стрим, первую часть. А сегодня мы продолжаем. Все. Как помните, нам вчера отрубило руку, и на этом игра закончилась. Так что, похоже, нельзя, чтобы нам отрубало руку. А жаль. Было бы весело. Играть за однорукого бандита. Мне кажется, что господин Перу скоро нас удивит.
I followed him to the best of my
Я
ability.
доверял ему,
I championed his
добросовестно выполнял
ideas,
его поручения,
defended his decisions,
поддерживал его решения и затеи. А потом
without even
все вдруг
realizing
пошло
it, I
под
became
откос.
lost.
Now that I've told you everything, you want to take no.
Someone.
Ладно,
History.
это презентация
Filthy
того, что
swine.
произошло.
I'm going to open this your
Mother?
Louis, you've come around.
Луи,
How do you
наконец-то
feel?
ты очнулся. Как ты? Мне...
It hurts.
А!
Mother?
Игра продолжается, мы без руки!
I
Офигенно!
can't
Мне
feel my
больно,
arm.
матушка.
Louis, I had to
Louis, мне пришлось
cauterize
прижать
it with what I
рану.
could find.
Where's my arm?
Что с моей
We'll
рукой?
get
Всё
through
будет
this,
хорошо,
Louis.
Луи.
Don't
Не
worry.
переживай.
I think I found a
Кажется, я
solution.
нашла
You'll see.
решение.
We gotta leave.
Нет, давай уйдем.
Don't
Не
put
клади
your
туда
arm in there.
руку.
Louis, we can't
Вы
leave
должны открыть
without
эту
it.
дверь.
It's
Это
our
наш
last
последний
chance.
шанс.
I need to see this
Я
through
должна
to the
довести
end.
дело до
I
конца.
must do it.
У меня нет выбора.
We've done it.
Мы
Louis.
справились, Луи.
Stubborn as a mule.
Come on,
упрямая.
up you get. I'll
Поднимайся, я
help
тебе
you.
помогу.
Easy
Не
does
спеши,
it.
ты
You've
потерял
lost a
много
lot of
крови.
blood.
And now
Что
what?
теперь?
Let's take what we
Заберем
came
то,
for.
зачем мы сюда пришли.
Wait.
Постойте.
I've gotta know
Я
what I
хочу
did
понять, в чем
wrong.
ошибся.
That is one
Это весьма хитрый
fearsome
механизм.
mechanism. In fact, if I hadn't
Если бы
watched
я не
you
наблюдала за
beforehand,
тобой, то
I
ни за
would
что
never
бы не
have found
догадалась,
the
как
right
ее открыть.
combination.
Tell me,
Скажите, где
where did I
ошибся?
go wrong? Damn.
Мне
I was
казалось,
sure
я
I'd
понял,
figured out
как
how the
открыть
lock
замок.
worked.
Of course, Louis.
Понимаю, Луи.
But
Но
you
тебе нужно
still
было
had to
выбрать
choose the
правильное
right
событие.
theme from the start. It was the
Им было
crucifixion.
распятие.
I
Я
matched its
соотнесла
symbol,
символ
the crown of
распятия,
thorns,
терновый
to
венец,
the place
с
where
местом, где
Christ was
казнили
nailed to the
Иисуса,
cross,
Голгофы.
Golgotha. Then I had to
Выбрав
link
терновый
the crown
венец,
of thorns
я нашла на диске
to the
дату
date
распятия,
of the
указанную в толковании.
crucifixion, according to the exegesis. But I failed to understand the first time. With that theme in mind, I chose 26M, which represents the 26th. To conclude, I had to use the armillary spear. All that was left to do was to...
Так, ладно. Понятно. Слушайте, круто. Мы лишились руки, но мы живы и продолжаем игру. Круто, круто, круто. Я-то думал, что все. На этом игра закончилась. Нет, это была просто следующая глава.
But where are we?
I don't know, but we better not hang around. Do you know what we're looking for?
We have to... What do you know of
The what?
the lands?
Yes. The centurion that pierced the side of Christ with his lance. That weapon
Оружие
naturally
признали
became a holy
священной
relic.
реликвией.
Exactly.
Seriously?
Матушка,
You don't really
вы что,
believe that
верите в эти
fable, do you?
сказки?
Every fable is founded on true events. I'm not saying that everything adds up, but imagine if it really did exist.
Very well. Now what?
Well, now you know what you need to find.
Pardon?
I have to get to the wharf to prepare our departure. Let's get off this cursed island as quickly as we can. We shall come back when we are ready and armed.
But hang on.
Louis, let's first get to safety. We shall come back when we have the upper hand. Fear not. You take care of getting the lance. It's imperative. I'll.
Hang on. At
Постойте,
least tell me
хотя бы
everything you
расскажите,
know
что
about
вам
this
известно об этом
lance.
But I
копье.
have never seen it. There's nothing else I can say, Louis. Well, you can always go snooping around Mortimer's study. I remember seeing paintings of Longinus there.
Hang on a second.
What's the matter?
Why did you shoot Emily's...
Do you really think...
All right, we'll do it your way.
One more thing. If they find you, choose only one and hide it under your jacket so you don't get caught with it. Then run and meet me on the wharf.
And if I get caught?
If they catch you in possession of the lance, we're all doomed. Do you understand?
Perfectly.
Good. And go talk to Piaggi. He's the one who probably knows the most about this.
Так. Здесь нам надо тоже как-то облажаться, да? Давайте добежим здесь до конца. Возьмем какое-нибудь самое бестолковое копье. Во, вот это, например.
There's several spearheads. I need...
Так, давайте здесь мы не будем ничего смотреть. Нам же надо полностью сложать, так что... И мы без руки. Блин, прикольно. Прикольно. В том плане, что действительно игра дает такую вариативность, что можно остаться без руки.
The Bible must mean the lance which... The four Gospels... Ah, there. When they came to Jesus, but one of the soldiers with a shimmer, and he that saw it bore witness. And shimmer... Medieval Hermetic traditions evoke the idea of using noble materials for relics, which the monasteries often made themselves. Of course, they had to inspire greatness. So here, we might think of gold, whereas a centurion, the true lance would not have been a
Настоящее
luxurious
копье
weapon.
вряд ли было драгоценным. Ну что ж, бежим к Пьяджи. Интересно, какие будут комментарии посетителей о нашей отсутствующей руке. Тоже, знаете, очень интересно. Какая будет реакция? Ну, насколько вариативная игра. Насколько она дает вот, возможно показать вот эту реакцию на все. Как вы помните, мы создаем персонажа настолько никчемного, в которого Мортимер откажется вселяться. Это же весело.
Actress, the
Эй,
Miller
трус, братьев
brothers.
Миллер.
Mother expressly forbade me
Матушка
from reading.
запрещала мне даже открывать эту книгу.
Your Eminence, would
Not now. Please.
I beg your...
I want to...
Very well. I'm only searching...
You are not... You are... Louis, leave while you...
Your Eminence, are you with me?
What do you want to
Что
know
вы
about the
хотели
Holy
спросить о копье
Lance,
сути
Louis?
Лиги
Your Eminence, turn around.
Ваше
This is the weapon
Высокопреосвященство.
used by a
Второй-
Roman centurion on the very day Christ was nailed to the cross.
Look at me.
Longinus
Лонгин
thrust his
пронзил копьем
lance
грудь
in the right
Иисуса.
side of Jesus.
Please.
As you wish.
Как пожелаете.
So you are looking for the
Значит,
Holy
вы
Lance
ищете
of
копье Лонгина.
Longinus, are you?
No, I was wondering about it myself.
Oh, Louis, it's even worse than I thought. I believe you when you say you've only come to find out more. But in that case, it means that Sarah didn't even tell you the
Так, нам
point
надо
of it
облажаться,
all.
надо облажаться.
Because, believe me, you are looking for it. You are looking for the lands. You should know, you are not the only one. Lord Mortimer has spent a good part of his life and his fortune never with. But tell me, have you spoken to anyone else about this?
No, you are the first I've spoken to about it, Your Eminence.
Come now, Louis. Are you quite sure of that?
Yes, my mother knows about it.
Of course, Sarah. Who else?
No one else.
What are you going to use the lands for, exactly?
If I told you why I needed this lance, you would never believe it.
Trust me, you can.
It's our only chance to vanquish the
Oh, my dear God, do you realize? You step by step. Sarah also started by imagining things. She
Да,
too
сейчас
spoke of
давайте это,
demons, I am
выйдем
told.
и зайдем. Нет, мы преуспели. Мы преуспели, а это плохо. В данном случае нам, наоборот, нам надо облажаться. Так что мы сейчас как раз с этого диалога начнем. Здесь такое сохранение действует, что мы сразу... Во. Нам надо еще
Your
разок.
Eminence,
Not, please.
I beg your...
I want.
I'm, oh,
You are. Louis, leave.
Your Eminence, can you turn around?
What do you?
Your Eminence,
This is the
look at me.
long.
Please.
So you are look.
Of course not, Your Eminence.
Come now, Louis. Please don't insult me. It's just a pity that you have no idea why you are looking for it. You are looking for the lands. You should know. You are not the only Lord Mortimer. Never. But tell me, have you spoken to anyone else about this?
Yes, my mother.
Of course.
No one else.
What are you going?
Your Eminence, I regret. I am unable to answer. Please understand that it pains me, but if I answered you, I would risk putting you in danger.
Stop running around in circles and just tell me what you would use the lands for. Louis, you should abandon your project. I say this for your own good. You will only get burned if you embark on this enterprise. Lead the lands where it is.
Забудьте об этом копье.
Too many
Оно
people
многим
have
принесло
suffered because of
несчастье.
Please excuse me,
Прошу
Your Eminence.
извинить вас, ваше
I'm in a terrible hurry.
высокопреосвященство. Я очень
Of course
спешу.
you are.
Ну,
And you
конечно.
won't listen to
Вы не
my
станете
advice.
ко мне
Don't worry
прислушиваться.
about me, Your Eminence.
Не волнуйтесь меня,
Everything
ваше
is fine.
высокопреосвященство. Я в
That
порядке.
is not the
По
impression
виду
you
не
give.
скажешь.
Minus
лишились
one of
руки.
your limbs.
Wait, is
Что?
he reacting to
Он
my
так
arm at
сейчас это
last?
заметил?
Good luck.
Желаю удачи. Опа. Черта или звание неудачливый, да? Или это черта? Ага, понятно. А, мы можем сразу выбрать копье, отлично. Все, пойдем выбирать неправильное копье.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Делаем из нашего героя полного лошару. Но который все еще жив, как ни странно, несмотря на всю свою неудачливость. А это уже что-то, знаете ли.
must be sure of my choice. I can't get it wrong. Am I sure this is the one to take?
Теперь нас ждет Наполеон Бонапарт. Который у нас это копье, конечно же, отберет. А гвоздь стоит забрать. На всякий случай. О,
I'm already pressed for time
времени
as
уже
it
нет.
is.
Матушка
Mother's
ждет
waiting
меня
for
на
me on the
причале.
wharf.
De Richet, sticking your nose everywhere again.
нос куда не следует.
What's the matter with
Какая
him?
муха его
Excuse
укусила?
me, monsieur. I don't
Простите,
follow
месье,
you.
я вас
I
не
haven't
понимаю.
come all this
Я
way
проделал
just
такой
to
путь не для того,
fail
чтобы
so
вы
close to
разрушили
the
мои
goal.
планы.
Why? What are you
О чем вы
talking
вообще
about?
говорите?
I am talking
О
about
ваших
what you are doing.
возмутительных
This
поступках.
conference
Это собрание
is going to
обеспечит мне
boost my
успех.
career. There is no
Вам
question
лучше не
of
стоять
me
у меня на
letting you
пути.
ruin everything. I just surprised
Пьяджи и
PSG
Вольдер
and
мне
Volner
рассказали,
talking.
что вы задумали
You are about
ограбить
to rob
Мортимера.
Mortimer. Give me what you took
Сейчас
from
же
him
отдайте то, что вы
immediately.
украли.
Let's keep calm, please.
Прошу вас,
I don't
успокойтесь.
know what you're
Я и
talking
помыслить
about.
о таком не
I'll have
мог.
to cut this short, quick.
Срочно что-то придумать.
Look, I don't know what you're going on about, and I don't have time for this right now.
Don't bank on getting rid of me so easily, De Richet. Where have you been?
I'm still looking for my mother, if you can believe it. I've been in the manor basement to check if she might have gone lost.
And did you find her?
No, not a trace.
I'm warning you, De Richet. I've got my eye on you. I'll soon figure out what you are up to. And I am convinced that you have indeed robbed Mortimer. The game is up. Give me what you took from him.
You know, this is becoming an obsession with you.
Show me what you are carrying, or I will call the servants.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Very well. You leave me no choice but to alert Lord Mortimer.
Blast it! I'll never manage to leave this island if he keeps this up. Wait!
You leave me no choice. Come with me. Mais qu'est-ce... What is this? I knew you were up to something. You will thank me later for saving you from this serious error.
Damn it! Mother's going to be livid.
Что-то Наполеон не обратил внимания, что у нас руки нет. Так, ну что, бежим теперь на выход. А, сейчас Мортимер будет.
Ah, Louis. Perfect timing.
As luck would have it.
Come, my boy. I would like to have a
Я
word
хочу
with
с
you.
вами поговорить.
Come closer, please.
Подойдите, пожалуйста.
It's time we had a little chat.
с вами
I
поговорить.
wanted you.
Я хотел-
Oh no, your hand.
ваша рука.
Damn it, no. So
Немыслимо.
that's it. She's
вижу, она и
prepared
вас
to
в это
use
втянула.
you.
What do you mean?
О чем
Wasn't
вы?
enough for her to
Она не
lose
только
her
сама
hand.
лишилась
She
руки,
had to make you
но еще
lose
и вас
yours too.
покалечила.
I cannot permit this to
Пора положить
continue.
этому конец.
Louis, it's
Луи,
time you
пора
found
знать
out the
правду.
truth. I've been observing you
Я
since you
наблюдаю за вами с самого
arrived.
первого
I see
дня.
you running
Я
all
видел,
over
как
the
отчаянно вы
ground
пытались
in
найти
search
Сару.
of Sarah. I would like to prevent
Мне
her
бы не
from
хотелось,
leading
чтобы вы
you
дальше шли
even
за ней по
further
ложному
down the
пути.
wrong road.
The wrong road?
Louis,
пути?
Sarah has made her
Луи,
own
Сара уже
choices
сделала
of
свой
her
выбор
own free
по
will,
собственной
and I would
воле.
like for you
Я хочу,
to
чтобы у
have
вас
the
была
same
такая
chance. You see, Sarah and I
Видите ли,
have
мы с
known
Сарой
each other
знакомы
for
с
a
незабываемых
very
времен,
long
Луи.
time, Louis. I am aware
Я не
of
знаю, я
her
знаю, что она думает.
theory. About me,
Обо мне,
about
о
Gregory,
Грегори,
about
о
the
демонах.
demons.
And it's true.
She's
Она
right.
права? Она права.
Look at me.
Взгляните.
I have inhabited
Я
this
живу в
body
этом теле
since
с
1191.
1191 года.
For the last 602 years, I have been this
Меня зовут
dear William
Уильямом
Mortimer.
Мортимером уже на протяжении 602 лет.
Continue.
Louis, it's
Louis,
time
пора
you
открыть
open
вам
your
глаза.
eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
Подойдемте.
After
Вы
you.
сами все увидите.
So, von
Насчет
Borchert,
фон
he
Борхерта.
was looking
Это
for
вы
the
приказали ему
Al-Azif for
найти
you.
Аль-Азиф.
Exactly.
Именно.
Al-Azif has always
Аль-Азиф
belonged to
принадлежит
my
моей
family,
семье,
Louis. And with good reason.
Большая его часть
My father
написана
wrote
моим
much of it.
отцом.
Can you tell me what
Расскажите,
you've
что вы сделали
done
с...
with...
What? You mean
С чем?
the
С
Al-Azif?
Аль-Азифом?
No, I already
Нет,
know
это мне
that.
так известно.
Сара
Сара избавилась от него на
got rid of
острове.
it. I was thinking
Я имел в виду
of
фон
von Borchert.
Борхерта.
He isn't
Он
essential,
был
but
мелким, но
he
надежным
is a
звеном в
trusted
цепи.
person.
He's a prisoner at our
Он сидит в
headquarters
карцере
in
нашей
Paris.
парижской штаб-квартиры.
Did what happened to Elizabeth
Вы имеете
Adams
отношение к
have
тому, что случилось
anything
с
to do
Элизабет
with you?
Адамс?
Unfortunately, the
сожалению,
poor girl
бедняжка
became an
стала
issue between
причиной
us, in
раздора
spite of
между
herself.
нами.
A family of demons
В семье
is
демонов
still a
возникают
family,
такие же
and as in
разногласия,
all
как и в
families,
обычных.
there are disputes. Elizabeth's family, the Adams, has always been under the patriarchal control of my father. As he and myself are not really on very good terms, sending poor Elizabeth here was terribly rude of him, really.
You did accept, though.
No, I would say rather I was presented with a fait accompli by Gregory and went along with the intention of helping her. But this is my castle, and everyone is the master of their own home.
If you could manipulate us mentally,
You must. For many centuries we didn't, and most of the idea of organizing conferences was the answer to everything. The interest being to erect some rules. Our family first now whenever one of us wants to propose a major change between these countries, the demon that initiates the proposition doesn't have to give notification of the subject of the Once the humans are... The first meeting is held. A second meeting...
so
I understand your remark, but after living... I hope I've answered all your questions. Come, I've something to...
why me? Why tell me all of this? I think you sorely need the Golden Order, and you want to make sure you've got it.
Really? You really think I'm that desperate?
Well, I did think so, but now I'm not so sure.
Look, we are of the gods, Louis. You are one of us.
Are you serious?
You know it. Where do you think that natural... Your talent must... Or have you ever...
No.
Have you never...
No.
Well, that's how it often happens.
My mother can't have...
It's true. You're real... Louis. Sarah. I'm sorry you had to fight.
No, no.
You are my...
Вот как.
Not too shaken up. You've experienced many significant...
You can say that again.
You want to talk?
So she's...
Let her justify herself. What you must clear. We'll have all the time we need. But before you join her, as a demon, open your... Relax. It's already there. Just let me...
I should...
Open your... Feel the... Trust yourself. Now breathe.
It's...
That's right. Concentrate. Don't be afraid. Let them enter into your... Well done. Congratulations.
What was...
You heard from now. So...
But it'd be a violation of the...
To begin with, there's nothing obliging you. I just gave you the... Moreover, every species is different, Louis. And you are free to use this. That is where the There are also a few rules you need to know that govern this talent. When used, but you can read the thoughts, but be a demon more experienced than yourself. It's considered bad form, but let's be clear. So, I would advise home. On that note, go and see Seth. We'll continue this.
You're right. I need to go now. See you later, Lord Mortimer.
One more thing. If you want to know the truth about your birth, that's where she did.
It's not that I regret all these discussions, but I must hurry to the wharf.
Давай. О, Макс, привет. Да, очень такие длинные диалоги. Хочется посмотреть, чем закончится мое прохождение, потому что я делаю максимального ложовщика.
You shot her in cold blood.
What is at stake here far outweighs our personal interests. I
Our
should...
personal interests. I'm talking about my sister's life. She was my other half.
Calm down, Emily. Calm down.
Louis, don't come near me.
I warned you what would happen if I found her.
Ага.
Listen, Emily. We've all gone through some horrible experiences since we arrived here. I can assure you, we'd all rather be somewhere else.
She betrayed my sister. She has to pay, Louis.
We've had enough people die here, don't you think? Look at her, Emily. Don't you think she's paid enough?
But
Duchess, I am sorry for what happened. I didn't have any choice.
Are you? Shut your mouth. You had the choice, all right. You use people according to your own desires, without any scruples.
Excuse me, Duchess, but we're in the same line of business.
Shut it!
And as for Emma, she knew only too well.
No, Emily. Look at me. Emily?
What did you say? No, I'm not like her, and never will be.
Look at me!
Say that
Look
again!
Look at me, Emily!
Emma knew the risks of the job only too well. You're constantly risking your life to serve the Order. You knew the risks involved.
We were supposed to rely on our own people, Sarah. You were her superior in the Order. She trusted you. But why did Sarah betray Emma? Why?
Your sister was supposed to hide something, and no one was supposed to have been able to find it.
And she would never have talked, even under torture. So why get rid of her?
Unfortunately, Emily, the creatures who live here employ methods that no one can resist.
I was going to get her out of there, for God's sake. So what are you talking about? Don't tell me Emma died because of that book. I have to know. Anything but that damn book.
Emily, Emma would have never been able to resist Holm or Mortimer.
Emma was working for Holm. She had nothing to fear from him. Indeed, it was he who treated her after your mother left her for dead. And Mortimer would never have gotten the better of her, especially not with Holm's protection. I've had enough. I'm going to shoot your mother. I understand you were trying to protect her, Louis, but it's a lost cause. Don't move!
Louis, remember in Paris.
Oh no, not again. No, Mother, wait! No, no, no! Come on, Mother, hang in there. You're gonna pull through. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
It's too late. Don't trust him. I'm proud of you, my son.
No! Mother! No! Rational and open. I spent my whole life swimming in lies. Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate. I don't even know if it... Frankly, I hope I'll be able to control this new... Damn it. What? Come on. I'm still the same old me. And this father, yes, it's enough to drive you crazy. Pull yourself together. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute. Sir Gregory?
Good day, Louis. I think it would be good to talk. How are you feeling?
I don't know.
I understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about our nature and our family. It's a good thing. But I bid you welcome. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our... Oh. I see he's teaching you how to read. On the other hand, he obviously hasn't taught you our manners and customs. You can read anyone's thoughts, but know that if you try to read the thoughts of a more experienced demon, he will sense you and might take offense of your lack of manners. And he who is more experienced is more dangerous. Do you understand?
Yes, it can't get clearer than that. Please excuse me. Is there a head of the family?
You'll see. You'll meet. They created us and set out the rules. As for our mother, I think that all these...
I see.
Yes, it's true. One thing you must understand regarding any disagreement... Well, for centuries we've been trying to... Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity.
Well, if our goal is to direct the future of humanity...
I see you're a quick learner. From now on, you know the fence that separates William from the rest of the family. If only he would stop steering the destinies of certain... It has taken centuries for our family. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide, and now William...
Peace between demons?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family, but several other families, younger, but at present... We dominate most of the major countries around the globe. Do you understand?
As best...
When the time comes, I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
Are you trying to warn me?
That, most of all, make sure you don't pick the... I'm sorry to say this, but this first... I want you to make an informed... Now go and see your father. See what he...
That's exactly... Thank you.
Don't mention it. Go now.
President George Washington.
Чё, Вашингтона здесь нет?
My dear George.
Ладно, не важно. Погнали наверх.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Блин, где этот дурацкий проход наверх?
Pardon me, monsieur, but I have work to do.
О, Вашингтон, давайте.
Louis, busy as always. How lucky you are.
I'm sorry, Mr. President, but
Yes, no time for... Well, run along.
Ладно, не будем с ним болтать.
Louis, I was sure you would stay. I'm proud of you. You have made the right choice. You must have been disappointed not to have been able to speak to Sarah one last time. I would have liked her to tell you herself.
well, I guess I'll never know now.
True. Even so, there is one more thing I haven't told you about her. Sarah was...
What? Why didn't you tell me the truth?
I thought that might be... I intended to tell you afterwards. You've been able to understand. How do you feel?
Hard to say. Worried. I wonder
What could be? It may have been a bit brutal. From now on, I will guide you.
You're not the first to make...
What do you mean by...
Your brother.
Gregory. What did he say?
He's not thinking about anything.
Louis, what have I taught you? Never try to read the thoughts of a demon more experienced than yourself. You cannot read my thoughts. Why won't you learn your lesson? This is the last time I will warn you.
I've been given to understand that you have a difficult...
Let's just say we don't. I ended up finding out that there's a world outside. I don't impose anything on anyone.
But where does it...
For centuries now, demons have emerged in... But like true tyrants, they have got...
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing. And they are... Sooner or later, the people will turn against... Each time it's happened, many of us have died. And the best way of doing that...
You really are trying to...
Of course not. It is easier to keep control over people. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man. The best way of getting them to achieve something, for that...
Hang on.
Look at the United States. From the start, the idea that everything is possible. Everyone can become someone. Is there anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not...
Man can move. And what nobler cause is there than
Do
his
you have any
own
more
freedom?
examples?
Of course. But the most important of all has already been freedom of speech. The First Amendment of the Constitution. There must be opponents to every project. If man sees his chains, if we give men the feeling, and it is only from that...
But do you want to dominate?
I want it. Man is our... Wouldn't you like to know?
Who do you...
Yes, I am convinced.
So, to understand... I understand your goal, but the change you propose... It is merely more smoke and mirrors.
You must understand that we directly depend... Consequently, we have to do our utmost.
And you think that humanity? It's almost always at war.
Look, I'm not saying. We've all had failures. And at times, we have even suffered from conflicts on our own side. I'm doing my best to improve the situation. Our family clings to its privileges and to the past. And that's how they are putting us. The time has come. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few...
What do you mean?
A new skill. It's about...
Okay, let's not waste...
That is good. I thought I'd mix...
What do you mean?
The conference will... Not that I'm fed up with... To make this happen, I would like Piaggio. Here is my plan. I would like you to just play along.
Very well.
You're going to have... What we're going to do is painless for the human. Yes. You're going to influence his action, make him speak. You must focus on him. Then, while speaking, once you're done, you will naturally find your way.
But what if I...
Trust. You just have to... You'll see. If...
Very well.
Go now. You will have to write a letter. In this letter, tell the but be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, you'll see when you're inside him. Once it's written up, just bring it back to me.
All right.
Так, ну что ж, отлично. Пойдемте к Пьяджи и налажаем. Всякую фигню напишем. Вот это будет весело. Так. Сейчас. Кратчайший путь к кардиналу куда-то сюда. Я на самом деле люблю игры в жанре интерактивное кино, особенно где есть вариативность. Здесь, в отличие от многих других проектов, здесь действительно есть вариативность. И это радует. Сейчас попробуем максимально облажаться. Впрочем, так как мы не противник фон Вёльнера, он, наверное, и не захочет нас травить в этот раз. Правильно?
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Его высокопреосвященство кардинал Пьяджи.
Ah, well, Louis,
Louis.
what brings you back
Что
to my
вас ко мне
chambers?
привело?
May I sit down?
Of
Можно
course,
присесть?
Louis.
Конечно, Луи.
Don't you
Вам
feel
не
good?
здоровится?
Yes, but if I'm gonna pass inside you, I better sit myself down first. It's nothing, don't worry about it.
Я в порядке,
Well,
не волнуйтесь.
What can I do
Чем
for
могу
you?
полезен?
Right. Now I need to
Теперь нужно
concentrate.
сосредоточиться.
I wanted to speak to you, Your
Я
Eminence.
хотел поговорить с вами, ваше высокопреосвященство.
Do you believe in
Вы верите
demons?
в демонов?
What are you
О чем вы говорите,
about,
Луи?
Louis? Where is he going with this?
Задумал.
I can feel
Я
something.
что-то чувствую.
Demons, Your
О
Eminence.
демонах.
I am a cardinal.
Я же
Of
кардинал.
course I believe.
Естественно,
What
я
on
верю в
earth
злых
is the
духов.
matter with him? Is he losing his mind?
All right, hang in there, Louis. Don't lose him. Rest assured, Your Eminence, I'm fine.
But it's impossible.
Rest assured, Your Eminence, I am fine. I've done it.
Я справился.
I've done it. Damn it. He was
Я
right.
справился. Все, как он сказал.
This is just crazy. I can't
Это
believe
да.
it.
Уму непостижимо.
Look at... Whoa. So... Right. Well, it's time I got started. Let's see what I can... I have no means to validate my... There are 2 letters from the Pope on the desk. And here are 3 stamps. Right. Well, let's start writing. Lord Mortimer asked me to discredit Sir Gregory and to announce Piaggi's final vote in his favor. As an introduction, Your Holiness, thank you for your trust. It even appears that Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory both have access to obscure, superior forces to help them reach their ends. I think that the Papal States, for the sake of their own preservation, ought to condemn this practice of conferences in the future.
Так.
There's a kind of code composed of 6... According to Mortimer, I guess I'll have to write one. Now, ideally, maybe today the date is 20... Today the date is 24/01/17. Today the date... Today the... Today... Today the... Today...
Your Eminence, all ready to send... What's he doing here?
Damn it. That's all I need.
Don't worry, he can't hear us.
What do you mean he can't hear us? What's going on here, Piaggi? The old goat is going to drop us. It's a lousy turncoat. Well, he'd better not tell me he just fell asleep.
Just calm down, calm down. Louis came to see me because he claimed he was hearing voices. We've just finished an exorcism session.
An exorcism? Are you having me on? I can't see any exorcism instruments.
That's because I've just put them away.
I don't know what you're up to, Piaggi, but I do know you're trying to pull one over on me.
I was about to fetch someone to take care of him. Would you care to go?
There he is, and there he stays. It's the perfect opportunity.
What do you mean?
It's been a while now that I've been hoping for a chance to get rid of him.
No, listen, my son. This is all getting out of hand.
Hogwash! I don't trust him in the slightest.
Why not?
Can you keep a secret?
Of course, my son. Would you like to tell me under the confidentiality of confession?
Ach, don't talk rubbish. I don't trust the little runt because he is Mortimer's son. Would you believe it?
How does he know?
Dear God, how is that possible? I am flabbergasted.
We've wasted enough time. What if he wakes up? If you don't want to get your hands dirty, just turn away and leave everything to me.
This is not a decision to be taken lightly.
You're defending him now.
What are you talking about? Of course not.
He's made you change sides, hasn't he? The slime bag. He works for Mortimer. Good thing I already tried to warn Gregory.
You find Louis unconscious and conclude that I'm his accomplice?
It's not so much finding him here as you being against me getting rid of him. That's not what you thought the day before yesterday, after he eavesdropped on our conversation. Listen carefully, Piaggi. If you say anything, you'll be the one they find dead in your bed. Huh? Now, just turn around and let me handle this.
Don't touch him! Out of my room!
I don't know what the two of you are up to, but I'll find out sooner or later.
Right. Time for me to get back into my body. Right. Don't just stand there, Louis. Mortimer's waiting for you in the red salon.
Блин, надо было отравиться. Блин. Ну ладно, можно будет... Можно на крайняк сейчас выйти в меню и попробовать загрузиться. Так. Это у нас... Ну или ладно, давайте пока пройдем. Если вдруг мы окажемся недостаточно никчемными, можно будет еще разок. И выбрать более провальные, так скажем, вехи.
Am I disturbing you?
Monsieur de Richet, it seems you
At least he hasn't.
was Mr. von Wollner.
Help me? Oh, yes.
Louis.
Yes.
Oh, well,
What do you mean?
I heard a certain...
Who? What?
It's not important.
No, hang on.
I'm in a hurry right now. See you later.
Is out.
That's what I was at. As von Wollner mentioned the arrival of this person just before. Do you know who it is?
No, sorry. Certain. Well, I must be.
So, Louis, what was your first time like? Bewildering, isn't it?
Here's your letter. I have to admit, the experience was utterly amazing.
Come, tell me more.
To tell you the truth, I didn't make it through the first time.
Well, that's quite normal on the first try. But you did it. Gregory, what can I do for you?
I've just come to make sure dear Louis has all the information he needs.
Needs for what?
You are free to make your own choices, William. I would like the same for him, too.
There's nothing I want more, Gregory.
Your schemes will lead to your... Don't involve Louis. The end of the conference approaches. Don't drag him.
Oh, ye...
On the contrary, brother, Louis has just give him a
His place?
What place is that?
At the end of a leash. Like,
Don't listen to him.
and with good, he governs us in the through fear.
Say, when will...
You are under his whole, he will...
Here he goes with another of his... William has all...
How dare you? You are I feel...
Tea is drunk hot or not at all, William. When will you learn? It's too bitter. You shouldn't let it brew so long.
I knew you'd be coming along. You are so predictable.
Methodical. Things must be accomplished in the right...
Whatever the consequences?
What do you mean?
Let's say it hardly leaves any...
It's the adults, our family.
You see, it's time for... But
That's enough. There, Louis. I really... You don't...
on...
If he insists on going through...
See what happens?
Lou, if you follow William, if, on the other hand, you support... You won't be blamed for...
I offer you liberty. That.
Right. Do I intend to embrace? Do I stay out of? Or... I was born a man. Finding out that I'm a demon, I refuse to let... They're gonna ask me to choose between them. I'll just have to go with the lesser evil of the two. But they better not count on me.
So? What do you choose, Louis?
Father, I'm sorry, but if I'm going to follow...
But...
I hope you won't take it personally, but I prefer to support Sir Gregory.
Very well. You have made... It's time we the final vote of the conference over... I propose you...
That's precisely... Well, my friends, here we all are.
Isn't the Duchess meant to be with us?
No, she's resting in her room. The conference can... Now, we all know the tensions have been... But now it's...
The main thing is that...
Yes, indeed. But Meanwhile, let us remain on our guard against any love...
From now on...
You
Meanwhile, if you
Dog truck.
My friends, here we all are. We are about to definitively shelve Lord Mortimer's absurd project regarding Louisiana. It will only take one of you to oppose it. The vote is to be held shortly. I'm sure Mortimer...
Don't worry, Sir Gregor.
Beware, Johann. So, I'll ask you to return to your rooms, and if one of Mortimer's team comes knock, don't give them the opportunity. Is that
Understood.
Good. Count on me.
right? Louis, I need to...
Yeah.
I've known my brother for a... I'd like you to go and see each member of our group and make sure they remain
Do
loyal.
you think my father's going to try to turn some of them?
Turn them or get rid of. One thing's for sure. I doubt Will. I'll keep him busy while you check on all of. Can I? If there is a traitor in our group, find them. I want a landslide victory.
Wait a minute. Is
No. I confess I'm a little worried. She's going through a very difficult time at the moment, and
I'll go now.
thank you, Louis.
Ну что ж.
Chronicles of the Amber Princess. As I recall, I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Have you seen everyone?
Sir Jacques Perru? Monsieur Johann van Vulner. Why is his study in such a mess? Looks like Volner's planning something. What a mess. Look, a blotter. I wonder what it's smut. I can make as plant. It's illegible. Given his a chest locked with surely a word. A chemistry set. That's not. Just close. Amber. The alchemist is an old man. President George Washington. Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. Your Eminence? God damn it, Your Eminence! Damn, I can't feel he's dead. What the hell? I've got to let him.
Can you tell us how you found him, Louis?
I went to speak to him about, as there was no answer, I took his pulse, but...
William?
Nothing to do with me, Gregory, if that's what you mean. And you?
Of course not. Poor Giuseppe was with me. I had no...
Louis?
Me? Of course not.
No, I thought as much. I was wondering if you had any idea.
I know who might have held a grudge against.
Really?
Well, it's
Don't worry. I gave no such order. And if it concerns one of my guests...
well, there's.
Johann?
Why do you think Johann would have...
I heard him making threats when he tried to attack me earlier. Piaggi stepped in, and Mr. von Wollner swore he would get even.
Gregory!
Wait, William. You mustn't judge Johann prematurely.
Under my roof!
William, if Johann has anything to do with this, he knew the rules. And I will not tolerate him attacking a guest like this. I'm asking you to let me...
It's against my better judgment. Don't make a mess of it, though, or I'll...
Very well. I'll be about my business. I will find out
Thank you for... I shall inform everyone that His Eminence has had to return to the continent for personal reasons. I must ask you to keep it to yourself.
If von Wollner is the murderer,
He may be Gregory's son, but if he hasn't departed within the hour, I'll take care of him myself. A lifetime as a masked servant should cleanse...
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Monsieur Bonaparte. Ah, excuse me, I was expecting someone else.
Mr. Godoy, do you have a moment?
Your timing's awkward, Dorishi. I'm expecting someone. I haven't time. Please leave me.
Very well. I won't insist. Looks like he only wants to speak to Bonaparte. I know what I have to do if I want to speak to him. Duchess Emily Hillsborough. Emily?
Come in, Louis. Oh, God. Louis, your arm. What happened?
Right. So now she notices. I had an accident, but don't...
But you...
Please. It would take too long to explain.
Very well, then. I see you still don't...
You're not alone.
I've inherited one of Mortimer's personal guards. But don't worry, we can talk. All the servants... Louis... About what happened on... I hope you'll be able to...
What's in the past, I'd rather not talk about. Louis, you have... I've got something important about what happened here.
I'm listening.
Mortimer and...
They are demons. And you are like them.
What? How...
Sir Gregory came to... At great length. I'm his niece, Louis.
You're my sister?
Surprise!
But I have a sister?
That's right. And I have a brother.
I didn't see that one coming. And did you manage to speak to Mortimer?
One moment. I'd rather continue our discussion. Oh, follow me next door. You wanted to know if we spoke. Well, let's just say he didn't stick around long.
But if I remember rightly, you said this... You knew each other before...
Yes. He told me he didn't know the exact nature of our... And if it will reassure you, I'm generally with him. It's impossible...
And... Well, how...
To be honest, I feel like I've lost all my bearings.
And what about me, then?
Do you trust him?
Are you joking? I'll never be able to trust him. He distills the information that he's willing to share. A drop at a time. Sure, he's our father, but he can't count on me to follow him in everything he does. And you?
Honestly, I don't... The only person... So, I'll follow you.
I won't be voting for him. I'm not convinced by his proposition. I'll be voting for...
I understand. In that case, I'll vote for Home. Like you. But it won't please Father.
That's only to be expected. But, well... It's not my fault if he hasn't been able to...
Don't worry. He'll get over it.
Right. I won't disturb... See you later for the vote.
See you in a...
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Monsieur Bonaparte.
Louis, do you want something?
Yes.
for you to test the Duke's loyalty, since he'll only speak to you.
Well,
Whatever it is, I haven't the time. The conference will shortly begin, and I want to be focused. Sorry. Come back and see me afterwards.
I see I haven't much choice.
Seeing as Godoy will only talk to Bonaparte, and Bonaparte will talk to no one, I have no other choice but to borrow his body. Nothing personal here, Napoleon.
Look, I'm sorry. This conference is of utmost importance to me, and I should like to be prepared for it.
Concentrate, Louis.
You don't mind if I sit down, do you?
I don't want to fall flat on my face when my spirit passes inside you.
No, I don't think you've understood, de Richet.
Link into his thoughts, Louis. Come on.
I said I did not want to be disturbed.
That's it. I sense something.
What word in leave me alone do you not understand?
Come on, just keep going and get inside his mind. Now!
Too bad for you. You can't say that I haven't. Thank you very much for the loan of this body, monsieur.
Right. Let's not waste any more time, Louis. Godoy is waiting.
Ah, there you are at last, Bonaparte.
My Lord Duke.
What a typically French attitude.
Come,
you
let's
are
not-
20 minutes late, without the least excuse. I am risking a lot, monsieur. You seem to forget.
Please excuse me.
Well, what did you want to see me about?
So, let's see whose side he's really on.
I wanted to be sure. You are still going to vote for Mortimer, as planned, yes?
Mortimer? What the devil are you talking about, Bonaparte? I am on Holmes' side, and I intend to vote against Mortimer's project. What on earth is wrong with him? He seems very odd.
Come now, my Lord Duke, you can't fool me. We both know that you will follow Lord Mortimer when it comes to the vote.
My young friend, I do not know what's wrong with you, but you are out of your mind. I came here upon Sir Gregory's invitation, and I intend to bury this ludicrous idea of selling Louisiana. You see, there is no reason to think that I could ever side with Mortimer.
Oh, that's a pity. He was going to make you an offer.
What are you talking about? Make yourself clear. I do not understand you.
Well, Lord Mortimer was willing to offer you a small fortune as compensation for the risks involved.
He wants to buy me? What kind of a man does he take me for?
Damn it! This doesn't seem to be the right approach.
Please excuse me. I must have misunderstood.
I hope so, because I am not the kind of man to be tempted by any sum of money, monsieur, no matter how generous. Bonaparte, I really don't know what you're playing at, but you seem completely off track. For the last time, I shall follow Sir Gregory for the Louisiana vote, and you can tell Mortimer that I'm not the kind to break my word.
Understood, but
I have nothing more to say. Please, leave me now.
It's time to get going.
What can I do for... I am at your...
As I was on...
Of course. What the so...
Hand it.
It is damn...
Hang on, but it's...
Beg pardon?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope sir will understand.
Huh. There you...
I am quite put out...
In that case, I suggest you say nothing.
But... I...
Now.
But sir, I... Very well, sir. Here you are.
And you've damaged it as well?
No, I didn't do anything.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things...
What can... Do excuse, perhaps...
Have you seen everyone?
Here comes von Volner. With Holm, of course. The scoundrel wastes no time.
Louis, what are you doing here? I promised you I would take care of Mr. von Volner. Everything's under control, don't worry.
Let me speak to him.
Now. I told you, I will take care of Johann personally. Believe me, even though it pains me, he will pay the price.
Very well, but you'd better keep your word, sir.
That is certainly my intention.
Да, привет. У меня стрим. Ну это, а что такое? Ну возьми, забери коробку. Он просто приехал и без меня. Я не знаю, кто принял. Папа, Андрей или Тунчик. Может быть, но они что-то приехали рано. Должны были с 7 приехать, а приехали часа в 3. Да. Понятно.
Ah, Louis. I was getting impatient. So, tell me, have you been able to speak to everyone?
Absolutely.
And? Did you find a traitor in our midst? What's your opinion of Duke Manuel?
He is a loyal and faithful friend of your cause.
I never once doubted him. Can I count on Emily?
Yes, she's on your side.
I was right to trust her.
I don't know if it's of any importance, but Father has given her a bodyguard.
A servant dressed in black?
Yes, is this detail important?
I hope not. We'll see. Thank you, Louis, for all this information. I only hope what you say is right. The consequences could be horrific.
That is what we're likely to see.
William has moved his pieces. If that's how it is, it's my turn now.
What are you going to do?
Show him that I am not going to be outdone. Prepare yourself. It won't be long before the conference begins. There's just enough time to briefly go over it once more with my guests. Let us meet in the conference room when the time comes.
Louis, a moment of your time, please.
Yes, monsieur. What can I do for you?
I would like you to hear me out without interrupting. It's in your interest. You are in a perilous situation, and I want to avoid you becoming a laughingstock.
That's very kind of you.
In actual fact, all of Sir Gregory's team is working for Mortimer. If you vote for Holm, Mortimer will never forgive you. And I can assure you that he has taken down far tough...
Привет. Хорошо, у меня стрим небольшой, да.
...than you.
Are you threatening me?
Not me, Louis. But you are the only one who hasn't turned against Sir Gregory. Join us. Vote with us if you do not want to feel the wrath of Mortimer alone.
Is that all?
That's all, yes. I just wanted to warn you. Now you are free to vote where your conscience leads you. Good luck.
So, he's the one who's been persuading them all to turn back. I just gotta hope that Holmes managed to pull off his conjuring trick. Otherwise, Bonaparte's right. I'll be the only...
My friends, here we are at last, gathered together to close this conference. I would first of all like to thank you all for making the time to be here and lend your services. Gregory, I believe I may speak for both of us when I say that we are honored by your presence here.
You are perfectly right to do so, William. Thank you for putting your faith in us and for coming here to participate in this conference. Thank you for helping us to make the best decisions. And I especially want to thank you, William, for perfectly hosting us at your home during these past several days.
I'm not sure all the guests would agree to that. In any case, Holmes doesn't seem to be himself.
I would like to add that, unfortunately, Monsieur von Volner has been called away at the last moment and will not be able to participate in the vote. And finally, Cardinal Piaggi has also decided to leave us and will not be able to attend the conference.
I must say, Sir Gregory, you are beset by bad luck.
Indeed. One would think that I am hounded by ill fortune.
Good. I think we can begin. You will vote in turn on the question that interests us today. Are you for or against the transfer of ownership of Louisiana from Spain to France? Duchess Hillsborough.
Against.
Duke Manuel.
For.
Damn it. I didn't realize he was also a traitor.
Monsieur Napoleon.
For.
President Washington.
For.
Finally, Monsieur de Richet. What is your vote?
My turn.
Конечно, голосуем против.
I vote against.
The votes are now cast. So you were not won over by my project. That hurts.
I warned you. You didn't want to listen to me.
Never mind. It will still come to pass.
Traitor! What have you done? You are obliged to respect your word. That is the rule.
The time of conferences is over, dear brother. Let us abandon all this charade.
You don't have the right. What have you done to me?
What have I done? Nothing, Gregory. You did it yourself. A word of advice. In the future, that is, if you have one, don't drink someone else's cup of tea without checking what's in it.
Sir Gregory, what's the matter? William, what have you done?
Not now.
You are mad, William. Father will punish you for this.
He will probably try, unless I get to him first.
But I
Ну что ж.
cannot die.
No, you cannot die. You are, however, losing all sense of reason, as well as all your special abilities.
What did I drink?
Can't you guess? There are but few things that can have such an effect on such as we. You would know that if you ever ventured even a little way off of Father's beaten track.
Revenge!
Oh, no, my dear Gregory. You will not be taking any revenge. You will die stupidly, alone, enclosed in that rather withered body.
Help me!
After several centuries of near absolute power, here you find yourself on your hands and knees, hoping in vain that someone is going to help. You cannot leave your body, you cannot project yourself elsewhere, but you are my brother. A new order is born. Enough of Father. After all these years of servitude, I can finally stand. You chose to serve him, whatever his
Так. Что-то у нас здесь без провалов обошлось. Это плохо.
What? But... What on earth is happening? Am I dreaming or...
Louis, it's me, Gregory. Listen, we don't have much time.
But where are we?
Louis, I brought us here. You must act swiftly. I can't hold out for long. William has poisoned me. He must have used the blood of a former demon. I am no longer able to enter the body of someone else. The poison is gnawing away at me from the inside. I'm going to die, Louis.
But where are we?
In the ether. What you see is not real. It's only a mental projection created by my spirit. I'm occupying William's spirit at the moment, but I'm not going to be able to keep it up forever. Join me, Louis. Otherwise,
Yes,
find a way.
I must find.
But there
Sarah?
must be a way.
Is that-
Louis? Louis, can you see?
Of course.
Oh, mercy.
Yes, I look.
I can't see.
I'm here right now.
No, I can't.
You died.
Look, I am right here.
We're not on the.
Yes, we are.
I promise you, it would.
There. I was.
What you see.
I daren't try. Am I?
Look,
Help me. You are the first one. Without you, I'll never. Don't leave me like this. I beg you.
me neither. For the moment, After all, you're the.
Not. I won't stand for this. But how come?
I'm not dead.
I don't understand.
I think there are many things.
It doesn't matter. You are.
I must be getting on.
Louis, I beseech you. Promise you're going to
Of
help
course,
me.
I'm going to help you.
Thank you. I trust you.
Так, заходим в картину.
What am I doing here now? Nothing seems real.
You're nothing but a cow.
What a bun, please.
What on earth? I don't under.
Louis, appease them. Help me. Be quick.
Yes, not a minute.
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
Блин. Не, как-то так должно быть.
He wants to isolate me again.
That's not really Elizabeth. It's another demon who wants to protect home from more. On a symbolic level, he should be placed between the two of them.
I won't let him attack his brother.
That's not really Elizabeth. It's another demon who wants to protect home. On a symbolic level, he should be placed between the two.
Stay with me, Louis. We must take Alazif back from him.
I need to keep an eye on them.
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis.
He wants to isolate me again.
That's not really Elizabeth. It's another. On a symbolic level,
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes.
that's not really Elizabeth.
But
It's
will
another
they make
demon.
it in
On a
time?
symbolic. Looks like I've succeeded.
Louis,
Yes, I'm coming.
At least as soon.
What?
You. It wasn't enough for you to let me be killed. You had to come here. Fool. You couldn't have...
I'm sorry, Emmett. It all happened. I didn't believe for an
Of course, how could poor... No, she's so...
I couldn't guess she would shoot.
Louis, help me.
What on earth? Come on, you're dead.
No. I am made of the same stuff as you. I already survived a gunshot. I will survive. Help me. I'll go. I must have been here several months. Hang on. What are you doing? Are you dead?
No. Sir Gregory brought my spirit here, but I must get back.
So you should be able to help me.
Emma, I have no idea of what. How do you expect me to?
There must be. I beg you. Promise you will help me, Louis.
All right. Calm down. I'll do everything I can to get you out of here.
Thank you. I knew you.
Right. Just stay calm.
Louis! Louis! Don't filthy scum!
Is anyone
I'll
there?
kill you.
I can hear you. I know you were there.
Help me. Help! Can anyone hear me?
I must be quick.
My memories. Louis,
Yes.
pick up the thread of my...
Вот это самый муторный этап. Такой прям немного бесячий.
France. So much effort. So much wasted time. I recall Sparta. I can't hold out. He feeds.
So Holmes seems certain, but I get the impression it's one of the last.
He stuffed his poor son.
This
with an
memory is
occult
important. There
knowledge.
must be an order.
And when he cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word.
This memory is. There must be an order.
I recalled Sparta. It was at the previous conference.
This is the. Oh yeah, I'm on.
I recalled Sparta, and when he cut me off from our
I
father,
must have.
and I didn't say a word. And I
Блин,
recalled
здесь 5 или
Sparta.
6 штук, я помню.
France, so much. France, so much effort, so much.
That's not the right direction. I must concentrate on the important.
Блин. Придется вернуться назад. Немного, слушай. Ну, вот это
The previous
вот это
conference 3
муторное.
years ago, I'm
This is the.
Вот это задание муторное, но в остальном все хорошо.
France, so much effort, so much wasted.
Я просто что-то уже забыл правильную последовательность. Я это вот
He
всё
allowed
заново.
me to bring Emily back
Следует очень
again
долго.
to this conference, supposedly to
Отлично.
find her sister.
Ура!
whereas
Первое, второе найдено. Так. Их всего 5 или 6.
the cherry on the cake
Так,
is
нет.
I dragged
Чай
this
это
cursed
это
tea.
самое последнее. Так что чай потом.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
I'm getting closer to him.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? Be quick!
Так, а я вот не помню, кстати, а вот здесь есть что-то.
Ah, Charles François. What a
Шарль Франсуа.
Dear Countess Dunolstein, what a pity you disappointed. Dear Countess Dunolstein, managed to swindle Lafayette. So full of remorse once it was done. I don't really regret me.
Не, это не то.
Dear Countess, do not stand. What a pity you disappointed. France, so much effort, so much wasted time. I recall Sparta. And when Elizabeth disappeared, No, it's not possible. He cut me off from our father.
One more.
And I didn't say a word. And when Elizabeth disappeared, Come to me.
Так, отлично.
He feeds Louis. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually take months
Все, и
to
последний,
teach our
где он
children.
травился чаем. Все, ура.
He
Ура.
broke the rules. I recall Sparta. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He trapped me. He poisoned me to stop me from being able to leave this body. He cut off all communication with father and brought his children here. How could I not have seen it earlier? He's going to absorb me. The traitor! No one can stop him now. Hurry, Louis. I absolutely must see you before it's too late. If you have managed to follow my thoughts, come to me. Quickly!
Охренеть. Че, неужели всем не пофиг? Очень серьезно. 52 человека посмотрели.
Louis, hurry! He's coming!
What's happening?
I can sense him. He's here. He's trying to get inside me, Louis. William has completely lost his mind. He's getting ready to pull out all the stops. He's going to devour my mind.
Louis, you are here. I sense.
What?
Congratulations, my.
Louis, you are signing your death.
It's over, my. A new or.
Louis,
He's here. He's here. He's coming close.
Where? He's inside.
He's just.
I'm so sorry, brother. You made your choice.
I was wrong. He must. You don't let him get away with it. Please.
I have been following you, Uncle, and I shall remain with you.
Thank you, Louis.
But what must I do?
We must notify the family about what's happening here. Let me enter you. I shall empower you to do so.
All right, do it quickly.
There. Now you can communicate with the ether. When you return to reality, go to Elizabeth's room and call the ether. You will find an ally there.
It's over, brother. Don't fight it.
You will be punished for this.
Perhaps, but you won't be there to see it, will you?
Это уже почти самый конец.
You will be punished.
Where am I?
It's all right, son. Don't panic. It's over.
I'm back? Where are the guests?
I invited them to go up to their rooms. They're resting. Don't worry.
Gregory?
You should have chosen your allies better, my son.
You mean you plan to get rid
For years. Come now. Would I really have risked everything in such a...
But-
To hell with... From now on, I'm only following my own. However, I expect you to stop your... I gave you time to find your feet with Gregory, but things are going to...
What did you do to...
I
I didn't see you use the holy...
Indeed not. Can't you guess how I did? The lance of Longinus. It could have been any object. The blood of an ink. But I didn't need the... You see, I have been in dear Lord Mortimer's physical... Therefore, I am an ancient, Louis.
He was your brother. Why did...
Let's talk about this later. In any case, what's done, I'm going to rest. Join me there. The time has come to end.
Bastard. He planned... I absolutely... Home told me to go to Elizabeth's room. I better... This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough. What is... Yes! Yes! At last I found it! Al-Azif! Well, you gotta admit, you did give us a run for our money. Huh? What? A page has been torn out. Monsieur Jacques Perru, Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte. A letter from William Pitt the Younger, addressed to Emily. He's the present Prime Minister of the United Kingdom.
Dear Gregory, thank you for the information. I've managed to find out about the names you gave me. George Washington is a man you can trust, in spite of his
I
obvious...
have no space left. I'll retrieve it later. A letter from William Pitt the Elder, addressed to Emily. He was the English Prime Minister. This letter dates from 15 years ago now. Madam.
Dear E.
The Lady's Waldegrave by Reynolds, painted upon the request of the Waldegrave family, in an effort to find them a husband. Displayed like meat, King George III in coronation robes, tending children at the orphanage in Harlem. I find it a little hard to understand this painting choice.
Блин, ну где союзник-то?
Amber.
Dear E.
Где мне искать союзника? В комнате Элизабет Адамс. А, стоп. Элизабет Адамс, конечно. Что я несу? Это же Эмили.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Да, я что-то туплю. Помните, Элизабет Адамс, это... та татуированная девчонка.
Наконец-то мы можем лицезреть искусство, живопись, интерьеры и эту внеземную красоту. Больше квестов на канале. Негативу срочно, незамедлительно устанавливать квесты. Маэстро не будет ждать.
Спасибо большое. Спасибо большое за донат. Сейчас я на всякий случай открою. Может, что-то пропустил еще. Вот. Во-первых, спасибо большое за донат. Во-вторых, да, мне, во-первых, очень нравится антураж этой игры. То есть и картины, произведения искусства очень классные. Так что, ценитель искусства, большое тебе спасибо. Вот. Будет, ну, может быть, добавлю еще потом квестов. Они же есть очень классные, интересные, антуражные. И вот мы пришли, наконец, в комнату Элизабет Адамс.
So I have to link into the ether. What does that mean? Come on, Louis. Remember what you... Oh, there it is. It's getting close.
Who goes there? Elizabeth, but I thought you'd left this island. You're not Elizabeth.
Who are you?
My name is Louis de Riche. Let's see what he thinks.
Ah, yes. That is good. Come, open up. Louis Morat de Riche, son of William Mortimer. Now I see you.
Damn it. I can feel him entering inside me. I shouldn't have...
William, you dirty traitor. No, no. Gregory, you have no right, William. You are violating the rules. My rules.
I can't break the link. Get out of my mind!
William should have taught you not to try to read just anyone's mind.
Resist, Louis.
It's pointless. My son Gregory sent you here to find an ally. Well, you have found him. Now that I'm inside you, you are going to exit the ether and return to William. It's time I settled my scores.
Oh, holy shit! What am I doing? I should have been more careful. Mortimer warned me about this.
Ну чё, все, пойдемте посмотрим, чем в итоге завершится. Правда, я чувствую, что в данном случае будет концовка не слишком вариативная, потому что что-то я не вижу, чтобы он меня считал ложовщиком и отказался в меня вселяться. Ну, как-то это выглядит маловероятным. Ну, конечно, попробовать можно. Попробуем. Но если что, потом, конечно, можно всегда переиграть. Но это долго. А что, нельзя пройти? Круто. Только через другой проход. Ну ладно. Зашибись. Давайте сейчас уже закончим. гостиная, нам нужно это. Все, погнали.
Louis. There's something I'd like to understand before we go any further.
What is it that you'd like to know?
First, know that you are not responsible for your father's errors. However, you must answer for your own actions.
Uh-oh. I better tell him what he wants to know.
Tell me, Louis, what is your share of responsibility in all this?
Ever since I got here, I've done everything in my power to try and make things right. Thanks to me, Elizabeth is alive.
And without her, I had no one to enable me to follow what was going on here. Do you think that you succeeded? When you got wind of William's plans about the conference, did you tell Gregory?
Ever since I got here, I haven't stopped giving him advice to protect him from Father's plans. Not once did I—
Ah, you are trying to manipulate me. Stop this at once. Do not take me for a fool. So then, what did you do to thwart William?
When William asked me to enter Piaggi's mind in order to send a false letter to the Pope to discredit Gregory, I didn't do it. Without telling William, I wrote a very different letter instead.
I see. Congratulations. You did dare to take a few risks. We are almost done here, Louis. Tell me, in your opinion, what should I do with William?
You may as well do to him what he did to Gregory.
That would end his existence, once and for all.
He deserves it.
Are you sure?
Give him one more chance. I'm sure there's still some good left in him.
But he killed Gregory.
I know, but killing William won't bring him back.
You don't understand. There are rules. Now I know all I need to know. You had everything you needed to understand, but you only dabbled where you should have been devoted.
What do you mean?
As a member of our family, you have certain responsibilities, such as, for example, learning all about our customs and our rules. If you had bothered to learn these things, you would have known that it is forbidden to attack a member of our family. And if we want our rules to be respected, we must abide by them without any exceptions. There is too much of him in you. I therefore condemn you, Louis de Richet.
No, wait!
I condemn you to the eternal night. You will be entombed alive forevermore.
But you lied to me. Give me another chance.
Never. You will never see the light of day again.
No! No! Let me out of here! Ah!
Ничего себе.
Хорошо живет на свете мини-крыс.
Блин, почему я ничего не слышу? А, наверное, вы пропустили квест из Франции, из дворца Людовика, Версаль. Его бы переиздать с новой графикой и начать разгадывать интриги Бурбонов и Габсбургов. Да, про такой квест я точно не слышал, скажу честно, потому... Да, почему бы и нет. Можно и такой попробовать. Спасибо за рекомендацию. Ну чё, давайте посмотрим, чем в итоге, к чему привела такая концовка.
Von Volner tightened his political and spiritual grip on King Frederick William. On the death of the king in 1797, Johann retired with his wife to his country estate in order to continue his work on his theological and alchemical thesis. Manuel Godoy's close relationship with Napoleon enabled him to claim a part of Portugal, as well as the protection of France upon the fall of the kingdom. He died in the company of his beloved mistress Pepita after recovering all his titles and properties. Napoleon Bonaparte continued his political and military rise until his self-proclamation as emperor. His excessive ambition would cost the lives of 1,700,000 Frenchmen and leave France poorer and weaker than ever before. Deported and imprisoned by the British on St. Helena Island, he died on the 5th of May, 1821, as an exile to general indifference. During his second term, George Washington had to deal with a number of rebellions. He enraged public opinion by building close diplomatic links with Great Britain, which forced him to give up a third term in office. He retired to his country estate until his death, without being able to implement the annexation of the highly coveted Louisiana Territory. The Duchess, through her relationship with the Crown, made it possible for Great Britain to build closer links to the United States on both the diplomatic and the commercial fronts. She became inseparable from the Marchioness Cunningham, reputed for being the most influential mistress of King George IV of England, and whom she inducted into the Golden Order. Elizabeth's family did everything in their power to find her, based on clues provided by their friend George Washington. In vain, they lost her trail in the port of Brest in France, and no one ever saw her again.
Ну вот так мы провалились. Может, конечно, заново пройти, попробовать. Ну, если этого Саила не призывать, будет лучше.
I invite they're resting.
Gregory?
You should have chosen your...
You mean you...
For years. Come now.
But...
To hell with from now. I get...
What? I didn't do it.
The blood... But you see, therefore, I am...
He was your... What?
Let's talk about this in any...
To pass my apps home.
А, вот, давайте это. Давайте не будем призывать этого демона из эфира. Вот. Нам надо сложать. Короче, не будем находить союзников в комнате Элизабет Адамс, но книгу а-ля Зив надо забрать. Так что идем на причал, забираем книгу и идем сразу к Мортимеру. Посмотрим, о чем мы сможем поговорить. Насколько никчемным он нас признает, интересно, вот что. Потому что мы же реально ложали и ложали всю игру специально. Вот, мне интересно, изменится ли его реакция все-таки или нет. Все. Алети взяли. Все, гоним. Сейчас самое интересное. Ну, погнали.
Better get ready before I go. I'd better get ready before I go.
Подготовился уже, все.
I'd better get ready before I go.
Блин, что, серьезно? Нельзя?
I'd better get ready before I go. I'd better get ready before I go.
А, давай тогда, окей, пойдем, но тогда, ну, нам надо будет зайти в комнату Элизабет Адамс, но тогда обязательно надо не пускать его к себе. В разум не читать его мысли. Не будем читать его мысли. Так. Давай. та комната.
Monsieur Johann van Vulna. So I have to link. What does that mean? Right. I have to get rid of. Right. Come on. That can't be right. Come on, Louis. Remember what... Oh, there. It's getting close.
Все, главное не читать.
Who goes there?
Elizabeth, but I thought you'd left this island. You're not Elizabeth.
Who are you?
My name is... Who are you?
You dare call. I warn you. Or
But, am I imagining things? Is Elizabeth still alive?
She is, but that is not what concerns us now. Indeed, I sense a difference somewhere. An upheaval in the equilibrium of the ether.
I am, or rather I was. Yes, Sir Gregory won the vote, but it seems that Lord...
He dare. I'll make him pay for that.
Hurry up, Louis. Get out of here.
Wait! I have an offer to make to you.
Не будем его слушать.
Wait!
Уходим.
Come.
What's...
I managed to come back. That was a close one.
Все, супер. Все.
I have no other choice. I must face Mortimer alone. But he's way too powerful for me to face him unarmed. The Holy Lance Napoleon took from me. Well, he probably still has it.
Правильно.
I must get it back.
Надо забрать копье судьбы у Бонапарта. Но мы-то знаем, что это неправильное копье судьбы. Вот. Но это весело.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Его высокопреосвященство кардинал Пьяджи.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Monsieur Bonaparte is not available. I must ask you to please...
Look, as well as being a fellow country...
of course, sir. I was not aware...
I think it's perfectly natural for me to be worried. And for you to let...
yes, sir. I was not aware, sir.
Thank you, my good man.
Ну что ж, мы использовали все очки действия, которые у нас были. Теперь нам надо найти это фейковое копье.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Блин, где наше фейковое копье судьбы?
A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier. My dearest son. The Holy Lance. Luckily, Napoleon couldn't put it back in its place.
Отлично, все. Нашли копье судьбы. Неправильное. Все, пора встретиться с Мортимером в столовой. Мне интересно посмотреть на лицо Мортимера, когда он увидит, что это не то копье судьбы.
The remedy of the gods.
Мне кажется, просто оборжется.
Right. Now
Now's the time to join Mortimer. I won't be able to go back after... Here we
Вторая
go.
концовка.
Ah, there you are at last.
Excuse me, Sir Gregory's death...
Must have upset your plans. Yes, I should think so, given that you gave him your allegiance. But I did warn you to choose sides carefully.
But you didn't tell me you were planning to kill him, you snake. You wish to speak to me?
Yes, but before we begin, I would like you to give me back the Holy Lance, please. Now that Gregory is gone, you won't be needing it anymore, and I prefer to put it back in its place.
Of course. Here you are, Father.
Thank you. You wouldn't have been able to do much with it anyway, given it isn't the right one.
You mean I got the wrong one?
Now, don't blame yourself. There was a reason why I put it with all those copies. If you had been forced to use it, you would never have prevented one of us from changing bodies. This conference will have been one of the most eventful I've ever known.
I'll just have to take your word for it.
Before I get to why we're here, you must know that I've been watching you very closely over these past few days. I won't hide the fact that I was disappointed that you did not succeed in saving Jacques Peroux. You handled that situation very badly. As far as the door of my crypt is concerned, it is a pity that you lost your hand while trying to open it. You succeeded in telling the Hillsborough twins apart. Even for me, that wasn't an easy thing to do at first. What an unpleasant surprise it was when I found out that you had tried to warn the Papal States against Gregory and me. Did you really think you could succeed?
Damn it. He found out about that.
But the important thing is that you escaped the worst with Volner, because he could have killed you when you were in the guise of Piaget.
Yes, it was a bit touch and go.
Which leads me to a chat about what I envisage for you now. You are the chosen one, Louis. The one I've been waiting for all this time.
Thank you,
We are going to be able to become one.
I don't quite follow you.
Be proud of yourself, son, for you are the one I have chosen to be my next mortal coil.
But what about me? Am I imagining things, or did he just tell me to my face that he's...
Unfortunately, no. You won't survive the transfer. It's far from being my... I didn't think it was possible to find a more promising son than dear Augustus. You can be very proud of yourself.
Wait a second. Hang on. Are you insane?
Let's not end everything on...
He's not going to... I must...
Come now, don't...
Wait! I have something else you want.
Well, look at that. You impressed for Al-Azif. I am willing to get closer. Oh, wait. No,
The blood of an ancient.
I was right, my son. You really are the very best.
Ну блин, я надеялся, он скажет, типа, что так лажал, что я даже что я не захочу в тебя вселяться. Типа, ты настолько лошара. Видимо, надо дать отравить себя фон Вёльнеру. Так, понятно, короче. Давайте посмотрим, а что будет, если дать отравить фон Вёльнеру себя. Так. Значит, так. Это было... Сейчас. Так, эпизод 4. Горящие мосты. Это где такой? А, конец главы 13. Во, в первый раз, значит. Во. Поехали.
I spent my whole Emily. I feel like I don't. Frankly, I hope. Damn, come on. Yeah, it's enough. I need.
Так.
So good. I think how it's a good. I be no. One. Well, Mark.
Нет у нас вопросов.
Well,
It is next, and I'm not. When I. Well, if I want now, don't go now.
Это мы мотаем, ну мы же все это слышали. Как хорошо, что все это можно перемотать. Идем в кабинет Мортимера. И надо обязательно сейчас, обязательно надо сложать в моменте с кардиналом Пьяджи. Надо очернить и сложать. Вот это будет весело. С Вашингтоном не будем говорить. Так, давай, бегом.
Louis, I would. Well, true. Even so, Sarah.
What? Why didn't
How do you?
Hard to say. At peace, really. Oddly enough,
What could be? It may. From I will.
You're not the.
What do you mean?
Your brother.
Good. What did he say?
I've been given.
Yes, I don't impose anything. For cent, but
That's the.
but you see, sooner each time, and
You really.
the bet for that.
Hang on.
Look at the is there a
You mean it?
man? And what nobler cause is there than his own? But that's immoral.
It's not what will happen.
It will, but not. You'll see. They are. If we added, but I want man. Wouldn't you? Who do you? Yes, I am.
I understand.
You might consequence.
What proof?
Look, and but now I knew it's about.
Okay.
Not to make this happen. I would like. Yeah, I would just very. What? Yeah, you're going to influence his make you then once you trust you John. You'll see if you
Very
perfect. Go. You will in this land, but be careful. You'll see. Once it.
All right.
Отлично, погнали.
Sur Jacques Perru. Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Так, это мы уже с одной рукой. Хорошо.
Monseigneur his image.
Ah, what?
Man,
Of
it's. I want. Do you believe?
what?
Rest. This. Look at your. So. Right. Let's see. There are two in here. Right. Lord, as an introduction. It even appears. I think.
Обоих очерним. Выбрать печать.
Justicia. Misia. There's a kind of code according to now today the date is
Во, отлично.
I could pretend that the code got erased during the voyage, as if the letter arrived in really bad. That would be perfectly understandable given that.
Your Eminence already. What's he doing?
Damn it!
Don't.
What do you mean? What's going on here, Piaggi?
just calm down, calm down. Louis, we've just had that I was. Would you?
There he.
What do you mean?
It's been a while. Hogwarts.
Why not?
Can you keep a secret?
Of course, my son. Would you like?
I don't trust the little.
How does he? Dear God, I am flabbergasted.
We've wasted enough time. If you don't want to,
This is not.
you're diff.
What are you talking?
He's made you change sides, hasn't he?
Even if I confess, his arguments hit home.
So that's it. You don't even bother to hide it.
What's the connection between my vote and his life?
I knew you would end up changing sides. Listen carefully, Piaggi. If you say anything, you'll be the one they find dead in your bed. Huh? Now, just turn around and let me handle this. Stop! Now, if you don't want to end up the same way, you will do as you are told and vote what we tell you. Is that understood?
I forbid you.
Volner! No! He's infected my body with whatever's in that syringe. He's poisoned me. Get out, Louis. No one must find you here.
Опа, что это за черта? Отравленный. Вы погибнете. О. О, слушай, а интересно, что он... Вот, точно. Мы погибнем, значит, Мортимер в нас вселиться не захочет. В столовой налево. Интересно, а когда мы погибнем?
So, Louis, what was your first time like? Bewildering, isn't it?
Here's your cursed letter. Volner dropped into Piaggi. He saw my body and wanted to take advantage of it, being inert to get rid of me.
What? What are you saying?
I wanted to intervene, but being in Piaggi's body, I was unable to stop him. The slime bag poisoned me.
Good God, no. It can't be possible.
Do you have an antidote?
Louis, when you're evil enough to use poison, the first thing you do is make sure there is no antidote.
The poison was greenish with a blue sheen. Sardonyx, monk's hood perhaps, henbane?
Louis?
Arsenic.
Louis!
What?
I think your best chance is to count on your demon nature. I'm confident that you'll be able to resist the poison, whatever it is. Look at yourself. You've already endured
That's all you've got? Your answer is...
Have faith. The same thing happened to me.
I'm condemned, aren't I? That bastard, I'm gonna...
Oh, no. Haven't... That said, I can... Gregory?
I've just come to make sure.
Needs for...
You are free to make your... I would like the same for... Your don't involve Louis. The end of the conference approaches. And don't drag him...
Johann infected Louis with poison to eliminate... You know what that...
No, wait, there must be...
In my attack...
And if he made the unforgivable error of attacking Louis, he will be gone by this... How do you...
I don't believe this. I'm going to...
Don't say that. Nothing is less certain. If you didn't know Johann had poisoned Louis, then what did you...
I came to... Louis has just... Give him a chance.
His place?
What place?
At the end, don't listen. And he got through...
When
you are under his thumb, his whole... He will...
Here, William...
Возвращаемся в обычную канву.
How dare you...
You should... Things...
Whatever the... Let's...
Out.
You see,
That's... That... I read... You don't...
On the...
There
you are. See what...
If you... If you won't...
That.
Do I stay... Or... But...
So... What do you choose, Louis?
Father, I hope...
That's...
Так, отлично, короче.
Well, my friend,
отравили.
wasn't that the now? But meanwhile, let us remain on our guard against any last-minute surprises. I know my brother well. He never prepares for war if he has no chance of winning.
Так, теперь, соответственно, у нас... Вот, уже интересно. Вот, давай теперь попробуем. Мы же теперь, по идее... Мы же... У нас же есть черта отравленной. Блин, нету. Где?
Come now. What I...
Блин, ну что, заново все проходить? Так, ладно, потом тогда. Вот теперь мне уже надоела эта игра. Все. Давайте заканчивать. Всем спасибо, кто зашел, присоединился. Огромное спасибо за донаты. Обязательно что-нибудь еще связанное, ну, с таким поиграем. Просто, честно, сегодня что-то настроения не было читать. Я сегодня уже ездил за город, в Звенигород, потусил. Я больше 3 часов за рулем провел, так что хочется немножко чисто расслабиться, отдохнуть. Вот, так что приходите еще, обязательно будут стримы с чтениями, обязательно музыкальные стримы будут, все будет. А завтра работаю в студии, так что все. Спасибо всем, кто пришел. Увидимся снова. Сегодня, видите, из-за того, что мы играли, сегодня такой длинный-длинный стрим получился. Так тоже бывает. Все, пока.